Hey there, welcome to Chiang, Thailand and the White Temple, Wat Rong Khun. Thanks for the hearts, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, John Sabo, FarEastAdvTravl in northern Thailand. This is a crazy temple, and I have to tell you that it looks wonderful right now because there's no selfie sticks, there's no posing. It is just the temple in its purest form. So this is lunchtime here right now at the White Temple. It's a huge tourist attraction. I'm just going to show you almost like a 360, and you can see all the crowds. Good afternoon, hi. But there was way more people here earlier, but they closed it down for a lunch break. Good afternoon. I mean, it's kind of mayhem. It is a beautiful spectacle. Hey, Claire. It really is, but you know, as goes with most tourist attractions, particularly in South Asia, Southeast Asia, well, really Southeast Asia, you know, there's people everywhere taking pictures, posing, and stuff like that. So if you really want to enjoy the most of these sites, you really do need to come early in the morning or very, very late in the day if those types of things bother you. Otherwise, you just kind of got to go with the flow, or you're going to be very frustrated. And it's Buddhism, so you have to go with the flow. You got to be chill. You got to be cool. Hey, thanks for inviting your followers. I'm outside of Chiang Rai. I rented a motorbike here. Check out my helmet. It's the most fashionable helmet. Like, am I not styling or what? Like, check this out here. Look at that. It's so cool. I have no idea. It kind of barely fits, but it fits. Hey, Claire, hi. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you follow Claire, by the way. She's awesome, does scopes from Paris all the time. She's just wonderful. 200 baht to rent a motorbike for the day. So, I don't know, roughly maybe about $7, $8 US. Let me just flip around again so you can see the temple. Yeah, so it's I'm using the motorbike today to get out to some of the sites outside of the city. It's about 13 kilometers south of Chiang Rai at this place, and it's relatively. Hey, thanks so much. It's a relatively new temple. I think the artist started work on it in 1997. There's mirrors, glass mirrors, but it's not like it almost looks marble, but it's not marble. So it's basically, I think, plaster and glass mirrors that make up the temple, and it's a art in work in progress. You know, they're still working on lots. It does look like limestone. It looks very impressive. And actually, as I was driving up to it, I'm just going to walk around and give you maybe a little bit of a different profile. As I was driving up to it, it really reminded me of some of the temples that you see in South India. Not the design, not the architecture, but just the brilliance, the white and the brilliance of it. It made me feel like I was in India or South India. Yeah, it's a very interesting artist vision inside the temple, which you can't take pictures of. So the big building that I'm looking at right now, inside, there's all these crazy murals with Keanu Reeves and Doryman and all kinds of different cartoon characters, and the Twin Towers exploding. I mean, some of it refers to delusion and many of the Buddhist philosophies, but just in more of a contemporary form. So it's very interesting. I've never seen anything like it, and it is a huge complex here, and you can see all the different buildings, and it's a huge tourist site, and of course lots of tour buses here and people having their picture taken in front. But I'm glad I'm scoping right now because oh, you're welcome. Because you get to see this temple really in its purest form, because it's the lunch break. Otherwise, there would be people stopping in front of this walkway here, this kind of bridgeway, and taking pictures and stuff like that. So it's very cool that you get to see it in its real pure vision right now, the way it looks, without the selfie sticks and everything else. But it's very cool. Wat Rong Khun here, south of Chiang Rai in Thailand. And I'm going to be scoping from the Black Temple a little bit later this afternoon. I have to drive back up to Chiang Rai, have a lunch break, and then drive north to the Black Temple, which is another very famous site here. I honestly, personally, I prefer the pure Buddhist temples because, sure, I can. Because they're just really the Buddhism in its purest form. This is a real tourist attraction. But I have to say, if it attracts people, if it gets people out to check these things out and gets them curious about Buddhism and philosophies, then it's very cool. But I can tell you right now, most people are just interested in getting their picture taken with this very spectacular building here. And yeah, so the 360 is like, it's not a spectacular area. It's off the side of the highway, basically. And there's just people dodging, even at the lunch break, dodging to get their picture in front of this temple here. And I'll just do landscape as well. Sorry about that. And you can do a screenshot if you want. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very clean. You know, it reminds me of Disneyland in its cleanliness. And they have, the reason why I bring that up is, I mean, Disneyland or Disney World is very, very clean. They have people cleaning all the time, and they do here as well. So as I was walking around the temple complex, they have people just sweeping up garbage and stuff. So it's just really, really pretty. I have no idea all of the different extensions of the main temple here, so I can't tell you. There's a place inside where they can do you know, mass meditation sessions, so that could be like under not this building here, but the one behind it. They have that, and some other little buildings as well that honestly I don't know about. And there's ones that are, a lot of these are just in a work in progress. But yeah, this is very much a type of design that you'll see throughout Southeast Asia, and of course particularly in Thailand. So the artist, and he was an artist and architect, actually, you know, kept a lot of the traditional designs within the building, but he's put a lot of his own vision into you know, his Buddhism, his views of Buddhism, and it's a very interesting site, and it draws a lot of people for sure. It is called Wat Rong Kun, or just the White Temple. It's, if you Google it, Google White Temple Thailand, it'll come up. And it's a little bit quiet here right now because it's the lunch hour, and they shut the temple complex down for the lunch hour. So that's why you're getting to see this temple without all the crowds around. I have no idea where all the Thai scopers. I have no idea. There's a couple of guys down south, I know that right now, that are from Chiang Mai. But I don't know where the local guys are here. Yeah, I mean, not quite as ornate as this. I mean, if you look at this building here, the design of the roof and that is very traditional in Thai architecture for Buddhist temples, but you won't see them quite as ornate, and of course not with the same type of materials as well. I mean, a lot of the temples here are built with wood, teak. Have I gone to the golden bathroom? Very clever, very good. No, I have not. But thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, it's really a gorgeous thing. It's quite. I remember. I mean, when I first saw it, when I came from Chiang Mai on the bus up to Chiang Rai, you can't miss it off the highway, and it's about 13 kilometers south of Chiang Rai, here in northern Thailand. So I'm just in Chiang Rai for one more day. So I rented a motorbike for my last day, and I know it's. I mean, it's somebody's attempt at humor for sure. And bus ride is crazy, yeah. So it's my last day here, so I rented a motorbike. I'm scooting around, checking some of the sites outside of Chiang Rai. So stay tuned for more from northern Thailand. And I do appreciate you following me. And make sure you check out my website, FarEastAdvTravl.com. And thank you, Claire. Thanks so much. Make sure you follow Claire. Thank you. And also check out my podcast on iTunes, Far East Adventure Travel. All of my social media links are on my website, FarEastAdvTravl.com. Need to leave the States. Thanks. Okay, cheers. Talk to you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye from northern Thailand.